Starting from the top. My book hit the keyboard and I had to start over. So we are on Voyages for Thursday. We are doing the last lesson in the adjectives unit, 5.11, nouns used as adjectives, page 87. But first of all, let's go back and finish page 76, our last daily maintenance. For 5.11, Denise wrote a book report. So number 1 says, what is the complete subject? Who is the sentence about? Using every word in that part of the sentence. In this case, it is only one word. I wrote Denise. Did you write Denise? Good job. Number 2, is the verb present tense or past tense? Our verb is wrote. Does wrote tell us if it happened in the past or if it's happening right now? If it was happening right now, we would use write or writing, so it has to be past. So on the line, let's write past. Okay, and then it wants to know if that verb is regular or irregular. And you know that if it is regular, they would have added ed to the end of it to make it past tense. Instead, they wrote a whole new word, so that makes it irregular. And you have to completely change the spelling to make the verb go from present to past. It is irregular. All right, so 1 was Denise, 2 was past, 3 was irregular, and let's diagram. You do it. Get mine done. All right, here's mine. I hope yours looks just like mine. I know it does because you guys are good at this. So Denise is our subject. Wrote is our predicate, our verb. Wrote a book report is our complete predicate. This is our simple predicate. Report is our noun, our in the predicate noun or direct object. And tells us, the article tells us there's one. And what kind of report is it? Book is a exactly what we're going to be working on today. Book is a noun that is being an adjective here because it's describing or telling more about the report. So that is exactly what nouns that work as adjectives do. Sometimes our nouns will act as an adjective to tell more about something. We started to work on and understand that yesterday when we did proper adjectives, where we took the name of a country or the name of a state, changed the spelling and added an or that kind of thing to the end of it to describe someone being from that country. Today we're really going to work on regular nouns and not changing their spelling, but looking at where they're located in the sentence and what job they're doing when they're in that part of the sentence. So for the first part, you need your pencil. And there's a mistake in our book. It says, write whether the underlined word is used as a noun or an adjective. And if you look very closely, at least in my book, and it's just another workbook like yours, I don't have any words underlined. So they forgot to do that before they sent it to the printer, which is silly. But I know what the words are, so we'll be okay. For every 2 sentences, we're going to look at the same word, and in one sentence it should be a noun, and in one sentence it should be an adjective. So in sentence number 1 and 2, we want to look at the word baseball. Baseball is a noun that sometimes can be used, or often is actually used as an adjective. So in sentence number 1, I am on a baseball team. The main part of the sentence is I am on a team. Baseball tells what kind of team, so that makes baseball working as an adjective. So ADJ, I'm going to use the abbreviation rather than make you write out the whole long word adjective multiple times, is the abbreviation, and that's what we're going to write. In this sentence, it is an adjective. So that means in sentence number 2, it should be a noun. Throw me the baseball. And it is. It's not describing anything. It's a predicate noun telling more about the subject, which makes it a direct object, adjective and noun. In the next 2 sentences, we're looking at the word orange. Number 3, I drank orange juice with my breakfast. If I pull the word orange out, it says I drank juice with my breakfast. The sentence works without it being in there. That means it's going to be a describing word that's telling more about another noun, juice, so it is an adjective here. That's a fun way to be able to tell if your noun is an adjective or a noun in the sentence. If you pull it out and the sentence still makes sense, you know it's an adjective. Number 4, the orange tastes sweet. So if you use my little fun rule of thought there, the blank tastes sweet. The tastes sweet. That makes no sense. So you know that it's a noun here and it's integral to the sentence. You can't go without it. So number 4, orange is acting as a noun. Number 5, we swam in the ocean. For 5 and 6, I'm sorry, we're working with ocean. And we, so let's try our rule of thumb. We swam in the. Well, your sentence doesn't make any sense. It doesn't stop. You need that predicate noun, ocean. So in this case, it is actually a noun. Number 5 is noun. And that means number 6 should be an adjective. So let's test it. Our room has an ocean view. So let's pull it out. Our room has a view. That makes perfect sense. So ocean is telling what kind of view. And in this case, the noun is being an adjective. So you have adjective, noun, noun, adjective. They flipped it around at the bottom there to see if you were paying attention. Or if you were just thinking, oh, it's a pattern. And then you missed 2. Okay, for the next 2 parts, we're going to do an example of each one because you don't have to worry about there not being an underline when there should have been. You'll be able to do and finish these on your own. Move my keyboard there. All right, so for the middle part, we're supposed to grab our highlighters and highlight every noun in the sentence. Then we look at the nouns in the sentence and decide which one is actually being an adjective, and that's the one we're going to write on the line. So number 7 says the dinosaur exhibit was fascinating. So our nouns would be dinosaur. So you make sure you highlight that, and our other one would be exhibit. Okay, so you should have highlighted both of those words. Now, which word is an adjective? Well, let's try leaving them out. I'm going to do dinosaur first. The exhibit was fascinating. Well, the sentence made complete sense without the word dinosaur in there. So dinosaur must be the adjective. So over on the line, I'm going to write the word dinosaur. And then you are going to finish 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 on your own. You can do that now by stopping the video or come back and finish it at the end. At the bottom, you are going to do 3 problems where you're going to write sentences. For each one, you have to write a sentence, 2 sentences. You're going to write a sentence A and a sentence B. And I'm going to ask you to letter them A and B, one on each line. In one sentence, you're going to make sure that you use your noun as a noun. And in one sentence, you're going to use your noun as a adjective. And then you're going to, we'll do 13 together so you can see what to do. And then you're going to finish 14 and 15 on your own. And you will read those sentences to me. So be really careful. You might want to have somebody look those over before you read them and send them to me. Because if you don't have them, this can be a tricky one for some people, and I might have to send it back. So I need to make up a sentence where winter was a noun. And I'm going to go with the winter had a lot of snow. The winter had a lot of snow. You want to copy that on the first line. Make sure you put the letter A in front of it. So if I take out the word winter, I would have the had a lot of snow. The sentence would make no sense without it. So it's being used as a noun here. All right. If you don't have that finished, pause the video and finish. Start it back up to catch up with us. So in B, I need to use winter as an adjective. So I'm going to talk about something that happens a lot in winter, and that is snowstorms. So I'm going to say the winter storm was a blizzard. So again, I'm going to take the word winter out. The storm was a blizzard. And you can see that the sentence still makes sense without it. So it is a describing or adjective word here, not a noun that is the subject. The winter storm was a blizzard. Now, in both of my sentences, I happen to put them in the subject part of the sentence. But remember, they can also come at the end of the sentence and be adjectives and nouns in the predicate. That's perfectly okay. So now you need to finish the middle and the end part, and then read me what you wrote for your 4 sentences. It would be 4 sentences on 14 and 15 as your response. All right, see you Friday.